Hello and welcome to Singer's Journal. So today is Monday. No, this is a lie. It's Tuesday, February the 6th, 2018. So yesterday I skipped a day. I am battling with this cold. And I think a lot of it's also reflux coming back up that makes my voice feel like, it's really sick when it might not really be sick. It just might be that the reflux keeps coming back up and making it feel like it is. So I don't know. I'm kind of in an in between. Um, so yeah, I did try a different medication for it, and I have mixed feelings about it. So let me look at that container so y'all can see it. All right, so this is what I am taking right here, and I got it because I know about the amylase, the protease, and the lipase. I heard were the three that you really should get a lot of. And with these, they have a good amount of each of those ingredients. And I don't know if you can really see them really well, but it has a good amount of those on there. The only issue is, I guess, that for one, I think that I have spoiled myself with the things that I've been eating. And I just can't get off of eating my tomatoes and stuff like that. But I know that tomatoes give it to me really bad, and so does cinnamon. There are some things that are milder than others, but for sure, the tomatoes definitely do that. Now, I've also been taking a probiotic, which is the acidophilus, and when I usually take those two together, it's okay. That might be why I'm having such a stinky day right now, is because, and not stinky as in stanky, but as in it's just not feeling good in my voice because I didn't take my acidophilus and I had two meals. I did not take I think I took my acidophilus with the first one, but I didn't take it with the one I had at lunch, and that was a heavier one, so that might be a reason why. So what I might end up doing is just going back and seeing if I can find another one that has more of the ingredients that I'm looking for. And so what's happening right now inside my back of my throat, it feels like I have a lot of phlegm and mucus back there, and it's like sticking there. And yes, I have been trying to get past this cold situation, so that might be what it is, but I think it also has a lot to do with the reflux. What it feels like back there is like it's just almost as if I have a Halls, like I'm taking a Halls, that menthol taste. I hope that's the way you say it. But anyway, that's what it feels like in the back of my throat. Like I have a numbing agent or something back there, and I don't. So that just tells me that it's probably the reflux is still coming up. Maybe it's silent reflux. I don't know. But I have been getting some relief with that. So I will say that for the most part, I have been getting some relief. But it does affect my singing, of course, because it interferes with how much mucus I make, and it makes it sore, and my vocal cords are feeling like, trapped by an acid storm inside my throat. And then this cold stuff doesn't help it. So yeah, I think that I'm just gonna probably go back tonight for sure. I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna keep the acidophilus that I have for my. I keep on saying, I'm so sorry, but my probiotic, and then also get another one where you can kind of drink it, and it's a lot more of the probiotic. I feel like the probiotic has been working, but I just need to be more consistent, I guess, with it to see what it's going to do. So I'm still trying to go through that battle, and that's what's really going on. Please excuse my wretched eyebrows, they're not done. But in either case, looks super funny from this angle. I don't know how I feel about that. That looks a little bit better. Maybe I should just lean in. I don't feel as weird. But I have been singing and stuff as I need to be. Probably for the past 2 days, I didn't get the opportunity to practice guitar or singing like I wanted to because I had a lot of stuff going on with my job that kind of took my attention for a minute. But I'm back at it, and I'm definitely going to be posting this one. I'm trying to stay consistent. I think I do the videos. I was starting off like, oh yeah, I'm going to be like posting so I can have folks to look at me. And no, I mean, it's great if people do look at this video. And if you learn something from the things that I'm struggling with, and if I actually learn something and how to do better with something, that you'll be able to get something from it. But I really am just doing this almost as an accountability kind of thing, because I know that I'm holding myself accountable to post a video every day, every single day, about something that promotes my journey to doing better vocally and as a performer. I can tell you now that I'm going through a few different emotions, which is weird because I feel like this is something that God is kind of putting into my heart. I don't really look at it as me being lazy or trying to get out of something, but I do really feel like God is telling me to slow down. And so what I'm doing at this point, for instance, like I will be doing First Wednesday at my church, which is tomorrow. That's 5 o'clock to pretty much 9 o'clock at night. Then Thursday I will be going back, which is going to the training part to doing worship, which I've already graduated from, but I'm still going. Okay. And I guess I'm there to help coach, maybe. Really don't know. And then I stay tomorrow from 7:30 to 9 because I also sing on Sunday. I'm sure I'm going to be singing on Sunday. He has not sent out a request yet, but I'm pretty positive he's going to probably put me on Sunday to sing. Then on Sunday that I sing, I will also be starting my small group, which is at 1:30 to 2:30. That's a lot of stuff. That really is a lot of stuff. And I don't even have time to really go see my dad like I want to, or really spend time just relaxing and being a lazy bum. I mean, sometimes it's okay just to be a lazy bum and do nothing. But I need to wash clothes. I need to do a whole lot of other things. And, running back and forth, nothing wrong with wanting to help the church and be a part of the church and be active, but I can't do everything in there. So I have to make a decision. Make a decision about my worship team membership when it comes to how frequently I do it. Make a decision about if I'm going to limit I guess it's the same thing, limit the amount of times that I am available to do it. Might just be 2 Sundays instead of 3. I went down to 3 finally. It took a long time for me to make that decision to say, I got to do something different because I can't every single Sunday. I cannot go and do something. That's just too much. I never get a chance to spend any time with my family. I'm just always there at the church. So again, there's nothing wrong with that in a way, but I also feel like my family and, my friends and my relationships that I have need to be catered to as well. I can't just abandon all of those things just to go do everything. Oh, which by the way, I also set up on Saturday. So, if you look at my regular schedule with the church, it's Thursday from pretty much 5:30 to 9 o'clock. Then we're going to have Saturday at 6:30 a.m. to 8. Then you're going to have Sunday usually from 6:30 to 12:30. And now I'm putting a small group on it, which is 1:30 to 2:30. So technically, I'm not even having a day off because I work Monday through Friday at my school or at my job, which is a school. So I do all of those things. And in the afternoons, I don't teach voice lessons and stuff as much anymore. I think the small group kind of took the place of that. But, it's I don't know. I have to make some decisions, but I know this is not what I'm going to do. I always find myself in this predicament where I have to figure out now what to take off my plate because I put too much on myself trying to do it. And I do want to be helpful, but I also don't want to over exhaust myself with any area, whether that's at work or whether that's at church or in relationships, whatever. I don't want to overdo it and overexhaust myself. So I've had to make this decision before. I'll just have to now make the decision again on what to take off my plate and really ask God for wisdom as to what things are really important and what things that I may not necessarily be needed for. And I'm going to go from there because I really have to take care of myself. Even physically, even when it comes to cooking and eating and all that kind of stuff. If I'm so exhausted when I leave here, so exhausted having to run a church, run to practices, can't even cook myself anything that's good and suitable to eat, can't even get anything ready for a meal prep to bring to school the next day to eat because I'm so exhausted and tired, then it's really not doing what I feel like God wants me to do. He does want me to work hard. He does want me to help. But he also does not want me to overexhaust myself because then I won't be any use to anybody. Not my students, not anything I do at church, nothing. I will be of no use. So I have a, decision to make. I do because I definitely want to stay to help. And I also talked about doing worship leader, which is another thing, another whole situation there. I'm going to go ahead and cut this video so it won't get over 10 minutes.